All right, I think we're live. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. It's Sunday morning. All right, give the chat a couple minutes to fill up, but yeah, I guess there was a couple people waiting in here. How's everybody doing? It's another day in paradise. What could possibly go wrong, right? So, got a mess going on. Zoe the cat, channel member, good morning. How you doing? It's definitely. I think everybody's still adjusting to that daylight savings time. It's a bit awkward, but it is what it is. Cannon, good morning. How you doing? How's Mojo? Probably hanging out there with you, right? Gotta start downing some bean water. I don't know what everybody else is drinking this morning, but yeah, coffee. The choice of champions. But yeah, not a heck of a lot going on. Working on stuff. Had a few different things going on. Oh, sleeping in his bed, right? The Mojo, the protector. Yeah, we got to get you one of those tactical corgi shirts. Oh, speaking of which, um, I found tactical treats, man. I found where they were at. I had put them aside, but I found them. I knew I'm like I didn't get rid of them. That would just not make any sense. But yeah, we got the crayons and several flavors of red here. I don't know exactly. Yeah, this one looks a little bit more orange, but close enough, right? Scooby, Scooby Dooby Doo. Yeah, another day in paradise, right? So how is everybody doing? Yeah, I think we're gonna postpone the PO boxing for a little while. I'm gonna let that run for a while. Yeah, $216 to renew that for the year. It's like I might just get gear instead. Like, yeah, everything is going up. So, yeah, I know gas prices started going up. Right, I don't even really buy gas, but yeah, gas prices are going. Everything's still going up. I guess it doesn't matter who's sitting in the chair. Prices are going up. But yeah, geez, I didn't. Yeah, usually Sunday mornings are just a social. I got to pick up this mess a little bit. Been kind of going through things, seeing what I want to do with what. Yeah, $216 for the year. That's the smallest one too. That's the one where if you get a box, they put a little slip in there saying you got to ask for the box. Yeah, yeah. Here in New Hampshire, PO boxes are not cheap. I guess it depends on what zip code you're in. Um, whether like one of the reasons why it's more expensive is they offer residential. Like you get your mail delivered to your house. I just don't want to be posting my address all over the internet. Yeah, $216. It's for the year, not per month, but for the year. So whatever that equates to, I don't know, $18 a month or something, $17 a month. Yeah, 216 for a year for a PO box. So I'm just gonna ditch that for a few months, and yeah, because it's not really that important. So yeah, I won't be doing any more shipping or anything like that for a while because yeah, we're hesitant about putting our. I mean, like certain people, I wouldn't mind, if I know you, but the in general stuff, yeah, we're just not going to do much shipping. So yeah, won't be doing too much of anything. I don't know. That's hey, that's the economy, right? This has been going on for years, but it is what it is. I guess they charge more for PO boxes if you've got like residential delivery, but you want a PO box. And where I live, they have residential delivery. Like everybody's got a mailbox. But yeah, I was doing the PO box, so I'm not passing out my address to random people because I'm sure it would only be a matter of time before I get swatted. New House Lock and Key, good morning, man. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. It's another day in paradise, living the dream, one nightmare at a time. So did you see, California, they're trying to pass it still, where you don't need an ID to vote. You need an ID to buy a lottery ticket. You need an ID to pick up a pack of smokes. You need an ID to pick up a six pack of beer. But to make the important decision of who's going to be running that portion of the country, yeah, no voter ID needed. That make it make sense. Oh, the knife trolls hit Bando last night. Man, what a pathetic group of people. They really are sad excuses for human beings. Like they really want to gatekeep all of all of YouTube. Nick Martino, brother man, good morning. You have all the goodies out. And I think they have different. Yeah, Nick, that's the crazy part. That's the smallest. It's like the letter-sized PO box. It's the small, yeah, because it's like if you go to like someplace that has free refills and you pay for an extra large drink, like you could have just paid for a small cup and gotten your lazy ass up a few times. Yeah, yeah, same concept applies. Yeah, I got the smallest PO box because what they'll do is if it doesn't fit in your PO box, they'll put it in a bin off to the side, and they put a slip in there saying you've got larger packages or something. But yeah, no kidding. Yeah, $216. That's like I said, that's annually. So I'm just gonna ditch it for a few months. It just makes more sense to invest in other things right now, like a lock picking kit. um, Blake, awesome stuff, man. Thanks for sharing. Right on, yeah, Blake. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is my premium kit I'm putting together. There's a few upgrades we got to do still. There's a few additions. That's why I'm. Do I really want to get the PO box or do I? I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, they've always been kind of expensive. Yeah, everything's more expensive there though, Nick. But yeah, here I don't know why. New Hampshire is actually a pretty expensive state. There's there's no income tax and there's no sales tax, so they make their money in every other way they can. Like, yeah, property taxes are kind of high, vehicle registrations are kind of high. So maybe it's something you can say is part of your channel. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely um write it off as a business expense. The whole thing, you just got to have the money up front, and then it's just it adjusts your taxable income. Um, oh yeah, they write tons of tickets here, and for that's the only time we're grateful for Massachusetts. Like they come up here driving like maniacs, and they're gonna get a speeding ticket. It's like drive through Georgia with an out of state plate. Statistically, you're gonna get a speeding ticket. I think, yeah, or they'll pull you over and harass you for doing 5 miles under the speed limit. Like, how am I supposed to do exactly 65? Mrs. Bushcraft, she came down to DeLand, Florida. She drove from DeLand, Florida. I mean, yeah, from New Hampshire, all the way to DeLand, Florida, to pick me up because contract fell through. This was years ago, and this is when we first got together. And on her way down, she got a speeding ticket in Georgia. And I told her right before, I'm like, don't go speeding through Georgia. They'll give you a ticket every time. So she showed up to DeLand, Florida with a ticket. And the plan was for me to drive back with her. So we loaded old bitch, my bike, into her car, and we proceeded to drive back to New Hampshire. And we didn't even make it to Georgia yet. And I was like, I didn't feel bad about her speeding ticket anymore. In fact, I was kind of surprised she only got one. I'm like, if this is the way you're driving and you only got one speeding ticket, consider yourself lucky. She's got, for a little woman, she's got a lead foot. Um, it's been years since I had a PO box, and when I had it, it was $86 a year. Yeah, yeah, everything's gone up for sure, Canon. Yeah, I remember them. They used to be cheaper. And it does. It depends on where you're at. Um, I guess if it's someplace like you're required to have a PO box, like there's no mail delivery route, they make them more affordable. But like I said, in our area, they have residential delivery. So if you're getting a PO box, it's more like a convenience, or, and our decision to have a PO box is more like a safety thing because there's so many dickheads on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them tried swatting me just because, I don't support criminals in America. Like I believe in law and order. All those illegal fence jumpers. I think, hey, toss them back over the fence. We don't need that kind of crap. So, yeah, getting swatted or doxxed or whatever is kind of like a concern. My mother-in-law is a left foot also. Uh, yeah, it's funny. Seems like post offices are getting smaller, yet the price of a PO box is slowly increased every year. But yeah, having a YouTube channel is totally different. Didn't seem too concerned with law and order on that island. What? Yeah, I don't know what that's got to do with. Yeah. I don't know which island you're talking about. Long Island or Key West? I'm surprised they don't offer a discount to vets. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not one of those ones that goes around looking for, a discount or something. So, but yeah. Little St. James Island, yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what that's got. Um, yeah, not sure how we got there, but what does that have to do with the price of eggs on Tuesday? That's when I'm Gonzo. I'm from the island of Misfit Toys. Oh yeah, man, I definitely belong there. It would almost be worth it to buy a second property with just a mailbox to avoid the PO box. It would be, man. Yeah, that's yeah, get a second property with a second mailbox. Yeah, Gonzo, good morning, man. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, people sure are all about those manila folders. I mean, I completely agree. I think everybody in those files should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, no matter what that may be. And yeah, yeah. Or a neighbor you can trust. Yeah, that's the whole thing though. I wouldn't want my neighbor getting swatted either. That's the odd part about it. Um yeah, that would kind of suck for my neighbor. I mean, we have neighbors we definitely trust. We're in good cahoots with our neighbors. Except for one guy, but he's a masshole, so he was shoveling his driveway and his thing was like he would bury the fire hydrant in the snow. And it's like, dude, what if somebody's house got like you're not supposed to bury a fire hydrant with snow? Like that's a safety issue for everybody around you, you narcissistic, self-centered bastard. Go back to Massachusetts, I would say. But he rents from the neighbors, so he's not. It's only a temporary neighbor, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. You were talking about the packages. Yeah, we go around and shovel all of our hydrants out there in the winter. Yeah, well, this guy was burying it. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I shovel out the. Well, we don't have a fire hydrant like directly by us. It's actually like go one driveway down and it's in front of the neighbor's house. But it buried in a snowbank, and that's like, there's a lot of houses around that would depend on that. So I could see the fire department not being able to find. They've even got like, the stick with a flag on the fire hydrant in case there's a bunch of snow around it. It's easy to find. But the dude like completely buried it. And guess who was the one to say something about it? Because I'm like, come on, dude. Like, have some class, have some respect for the people around you. It's probably, the kind of person that says something about a fire hydrant getting buried in the snow is the kind of the same kind of person that says something about, the local YouTube cults gatekeeping and yeah, they're organized trolling and stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna take this out. We'll see if any of them stop by today. And if they'll come in here and they'll be like, "Oh, there's no knife. What do I say? There's no knife." Yeah, Cannon, did you ever end up getting one of these bad boys? The Therm 5M? These things are the bomb diggity, man. B&A, longtime channel member. Good morning, Pat. How you doing, brother? We're, you know how we're doing it. We're doing it insane this morning, I think. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. We're winging it, man. We're winging it. Decisions to be made. I think, like I said, I think I'm ditching the P.O. box for a while. Because, what would you rather? I should have done a poll thing. I got to figure out how to do that again. Like, what would you rather do? Pay for a P.O. box or gear? Gear money or P.O. box? Like $216 towards a gear fund or $216 towards a P.O. box. It just means I got to shut down shipping for a while. But, yeah, there's so much gear to buy. Yeah, Nick, I wish, man. I just need I need a viral video. I need to do some long form videos. But yeah, I just need a viral video and we'll have mountains of gear. And we'll be shipping out tons of stuff. It's actually on its way. It'll be here Thursday. Nice, man. Yeah, they're sweet. And yeah, there's all kinds of different inserts you can get for it. It comes with quite a few if you get it with the inserts, but yeah, man. Definitely good stuff. The trolls will bitch about you not having a titanium spork. But I have a full titanium utensil set. Yeah, I've got the fork, the spoon, the butter knife because let's not be savages here, and the long handled spoon, so you don't have to look like you were dragging your knuckles down the dinner table. I have a mailbox for free. Mailbox, yeah. I'll just have everything sent to you guys. It's not a full sale at the sport, right? Yeah, my new house. I don't know. I just don't understand the spork. It doesn't work. It doesn't function. I've never been a fan of the spork, man. We used to get those plastic ones with school lunches. Like if you went and bought a school lunch or something, you'd get a plastic spork. Did you ever try picking up a tater tot with a spork? It cuts it in half every time. Then you end up looking like a tool, like using the spoon end to pick up a tater tot, and you're like, no, man, I'll be a savage. Tater tot's a finger food, right? Sporks are like mullets; they just don't work. Well, yeah, that's yeah. Sporks are like mullets. They work for some people though. Some people if you can pull off a mullet. Wow, more power to you. You probably got some matching flannel to go with that as well. Got to be real brave to come out here and break into cars. Did we miss a try eating spaghetti with a spork? Don't ask me how I know. Exactly, yeah. The spork is just not as universal as people make it out to be. I think the spork was disappearing from society until the Gramweenies brought it back because like nobody found a purpose for it. Like I went through that spork thing because like we were issued them in school, and it just didn't work out. So like some Graham weenie like had to revive it with like, hold on a minute. They've combined a fork with a spoon, so I can carry one utensil instead of two. Oh yeah, yeah. We can probably blame the Graham weenies for bringing that back into existence. I think the spork is an evil thing. It's Taco Bell is to blame for the spork. Is it Taco Bell that came out with the spork? That wouldn't surprise me. Like, who's using a spork? Who's using tacos? You pick them up and eat them. Next time, I'm hoping to actually, hopefully, witness them doing it. Um. Oh, your car's got broken into. Like New York's going crazy right now. That man Dami, right? Isn't he screwing everything up good? Like it's all on purpose. He's part of that Islamic Brotherhood. You know, I think that's what they're gonna do the same thing to New York City as they did to London. They're gonna f it all up. And that's what they're doing. Yeah, sitting on the floor having their little dinner there, chanting Allen's snack bar. Speaking, that's what I should put $216 towards is opening up the Allen snack bar with pork ribs, barbecue pork ribs, and pulled pork and bacon and punch cards in the petting zoo. You can pet dogs or pigs. It'll be a good time, man. It'll overtake New York. Like screw hot dogs. We're switching to pulled pork sandwiches. Just, I mean, that to me would be like the true New Yorker mentality. Not New York government, but like the New Yorker, like the New York people I meet or I've met. That would be their thing. Like, yeah, let's get rid of hot dogs. I mean, yeah, there's some pork in hot dogs. Don't get me wrong. What if we did like pigs in a blanket? That would be a nice side dish, right? Pulled pork sandwich, a little pigs in a blanket, like pork hot dogs wrapped in bacon. Isn't it? Isn't this month Ramadan, guys? Make sure you get yourself some bacon. They only got spare change in the one night we didn't lock them. Gonzo, you had a mullet. Why does it not? I think you would have one just for the entertainment value. Like rocking a mullet's a thing to do. That was trendy back in the 80s. Yeah, Aloha snack bar. Now they're finally starting to talk about how, like some cultures aren't compatible, specifically, Islamic culture, with Western culture, just not compatible. Venom Snake, good morning. How you doing? Open a pork restaurant next to a mosque. Yeah, yeah, like yeah. On one side you open up a pork restaurant, on the other side you have a little pig farm going or something, little pig petting zoo. And especially, I think now, like they're even trying to get New Yorkers like you can't have dogs anymore. Like that's haram. And they're taking over down in Texas as well. They got that Epic City going up. Yeah, the governor tried to block it, but apparently no. But they're pushing Sharia law. Just look at what they've done in Europe. They're doing the same thing here. Yeah, name it Holy Snack Bar. Holy Snack Bar. We specialize in barbecue pork products, pork ribs, pulled pork. What else would be a good? I don't know. Oh, pork loin. That's kind of classy, right? That's a fork and knife kind of thing. Pork loin, some nice seasoned pork loin, like the big, good sized pork loin. You got to butterfly cut it and open it up and season it extra good. I have two very large dogs, one on each side of me right now. Nick, it's not about the size of the dog. What you got to do, Nick, is get two corgis. Get yourself two tactical corgis, man. There's even what is it? Nine Line has a shirt out. Proud American boy, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I think we're all proud Americans here, each and every one of us. Like, I think that's where people get confused. I think like American disgrace is coming from being so disgruntled with the political system, like with government. I think that people are like sick of being Americans because the government has sucked for so many years. But like when it comes to being American, there's still a lot of proud Americans. Um, and there's got to be. Pit bulls are one of the best breeds. They are. Pit bulls are an awesome breed. Oh, the Vargo thing. That's this one. This is the parabottle. The Vargo parabottle. And the other one, this Vargo thing. Um, this is for that fully immersive ramen eating experience. These are two-piece titanium chopsticks. Chop chop. The chopstick looking things are definitely chopsticks. Um, and they're not large, but they're bigger than most dogs. Yeah, American Rottweilers. I'm a fan of the German Shepherd. I've always been a fan of the German Shepherd. Turkeys feed Americans. Yeah, they're pretty. It's bring out the bling. It's for that fully immersive ramen eating experience while you're out in the field. Then there's no better way to make your 29-cent ramen taste better than $30 titanium chopsticks. Had boxers growing up. German Shepherds. I think German Shepherds are great dogs. I like the Belgian Malinois as well. King Corsos are kind of cool. Anybody King Corso fans out there? That's a big dog. They get up, what, 120, 130 pounds or something? Yes, Cannon. Tactical corgis are awesome. We'll completely agree with you on that one. There's no cooler barking cat out there than the tactical corgi. We had to Cannon. We talked about this, man. It's the internet. They could be King Corsos. It's my King Corso mojo. See, nobody's gonna laugh at a King Corso named Mojo, but if you got a corgi named Mojo, um, oh, what do we got going on here? Did I miss something? I've always had this thing when it seems like all dogs just like me. Yeah, man. Dogs are pretty good judge of character, so yeah, if in general dogs like you, it's usually a good thing. It's the cats you got to watch out for. What a useless critter that is. They don't really. I don't know. Mrs. Bushcraft and her cat, they get along just fine, but I will never be friends with that cat. Never. I get there. There's like it's like 99% more probable that I'm gonna hang out with Cannon's corgi before I hang out with Mrs. Bushcraft's evil little cat. Um, oh yeah, Tibetan Mastiff. Oh, Marissa Bot is in here. Marissa Bot, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. My 4-year-old is sick with the chopsticks. Is a 4-year-old catching flies with the chopsticks yet? That would actually man, I don't know how you. I went through that. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be this age with a small child. Wow, man, I don't sleep as it is. I would never sleep with a kid at this age, I think. Cats, I don't know. I don't harm them. And even though we have one, they're just lazy. It's lazy, it's pathetic, it doesn't do anything. It wants food for nothing. At least a dog will come over and like hang out with you. They'll watch a television show or MMA, whatever. It doesn't matter. Dog's always happy to be around. If he's hungry, he'll do a treat. He'll sit there and be like, "Look at me sitting here being cool," or I can lay down or roll over, spin around. I can do some kind of trick. But the cat's just like comes over and just like bitches and moans, like me, man, I want food. Me, I'm not, and it doesn't do anything for it. It doesn't do anything in general. All right, on proud American. Thanks for subscribing, man. We definitely appreciate it. We're trying to make something out of very little here. So, yeah. But yeah, hey, if you just subscribed, We most definitely have lives every Friday night at 8. Sunday mornings at 7 a.m., both Eastern Standard Time. And then randomly throughout the week, we'll crank some content out. But yeah, we're trying to get things going. We're putting it back together. So yeah, up until the Chinese AIDS, I was a professional skydiver, and then 2020 put me out of business, and been here, there, in between since then, and decided that would do a YouTube channel because why not, right? It's rough, Tom. I'm gonna be 50 this year, and my youngest is gonna be 5. But it's kind of awesome, man. In retrospect, the classic saying, "I wish I knew then what I know now." Man, if I knew this stuff back then that I know now, just with life experiences as well and everything, I think I probably could have done a better job with younger kids at an older age than what I did at a younger age. We're still trying to figure it all out. Can you make my dad love me? Oh, Harry, yeah, we got, yeah. Have you, well, if your dad doesn't love you, stop being such a screw up. Maybe try doing something right in life. Um, CVO3, if you gotta be retarded, it'll be the fire effect. Um, Canon ate the red, Canon ate the red crayons every morning. Nothing wrong with that though. We got some stuff planned out for Canon though. Don't worry. Canon, how are you doing this morning, man? Hopefully, dude, you got some rest this weekend. Back at it again. Henry, welcome to the chat. Good morning. Could tell by the first comment. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna make my Agent Orange get jacked up. Weren't you? The Marines were like, kicking that stuff back like Kool-Aid. Just a little Agent Orange, man. It's citrus flavored. It's orange, right? What's my favorite like long arm or sidearm? I don't know. Yeah, I'm an M9 Beretta type. Actually, for EDC, I'd prefer the 84 FS. It's it's like a medium frame 380 13+1. Bushcraft should have printed an EOD and glow in the dark so it can be found at night. Sorry, I haven't had caffeine this morning. I'm a little aggravated. Cannon, why not, man? What's the deal? Some coffee, yeah, coffee or cracking a can. I mean, shotgun a Pepsi if you have to. Do the do, Mountain Dew. 92 FS is the best handgun I've ever owned. It's definitely my all around favorite. The 92 FS definitely my favorite. Um, yeah, I like the all steel frames. Like I've owned some H&Ks and stuff. I never bought a Sig. They just don't fit my hand right. Same thing that yeah, Glock's got that weird angle to it too as well. But I'm left-handed, so everything's a little backwards. I mean, I'm ambidextrous when it comes to shooting, but predominantly left-handed. Which I guess now isn't true for archery, because my dumbass bought a right-handed bow. I was out of archery for a bunch of years, and then Mrs. Bushcraft and I were looking for stuff to do together. So she was interested in trying archery. I was excited about it. I'm like, cool. And this was still when I was getting those skydiver paychecks. So we ran out to buy a couple of bows. I was so excited that she was going to do it. Like I'm like, I'll just take that bow. And I didn't think about it, but it was a right-handed bow, and it was like, whoops. So yeah, now I shoot ambidextrous archery, I guess. Like I shot like my entire life left-handed, but now I got a right-handed bow, so I shoot right-handed. Left-handed pistol, strong side, rifle, weak side. All metal frame. I love the Legions. Yeah, yeah. I was late. I'm waiting to brew. What are you waiting? Well, I don't think we're gonna have a commercial break, Cannon. Or are you waiting like for somebody to say fall out? There, yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm a big fan of the all metal frame, and that's why like I also like the Browning high power. I like 1911 variants. But yeah, just the 1911s are just a bit. They're kind of I don't know. Yeah, Mechanic is pretty tight too. What branch of the military should you join? I don't know, man. Depends on what you want to do and what you want to become and what you want your statistics to be of getting promoted. If you're looking for the good old boys club, join the Marine Corps. If you're looking for like the ultimate opportunity for promotion, join the Army. It's like the biggest branch, and there's more opportunity for promotion. Um, yeah, if you like air conditioning and refrigeration, definitely the Air Force. I hear they have wall to wall carpet as well. If you like going out on cruises, maybe think about joining the Navy. If you want the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Air Force to make fun of you, join the Coast Guard. And if you want the Coast Guard to make fun of you along with all the other branches, join Space Force. And there's my lowdown on what branch should you join. I still want to eventually get something from Lego Arms. I had a CV-52 before the boating accident it shot. Brad, that all depends on what you want to do. Oh yeah, Cannon. That's Cannon. What's your advice? Yeah, like that's pretty much sums it all up. Depends on what you want to do. Depends on what kind of opportunities you have. Join the Navy and be stuck on a boat at sea for months at a time with a bunch of dudes. Yeah, okay. There's depending on what boat you get on, there's women there too. Like they've created that problem. The Coast Guard guys, especially the ones that swim and save people. Oh yeah, yeah, the Coast Guard rescue swimmers. Um, yeah, yeah, they are cool. I mean, like every branch has their own. Maybe not Space Force though. I think Space Force has become the new Coast Guard. It's like I don't know if we just fully accepted the Coast Guard and never gave them any shit, they wouldn't think that we loved them anymore. So, but now we've got Space Force, and that's the new evil little brother to kick around. Devil Dog, then. Um, yeah, yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, did anybody ever hear the reason why the Navy started letting Marines on their ships in the first place? And because sheep would be too obvious. As unusual recruiting pitch, you might want to inform the Marines. I just hope every branch has the proper funding it needs to succeed. In all seriousness, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. When push comes to shove, yeah, I completely concur. Um, yeah, as long as everybody has the equipment and everything they need to take care of everything. Yeah, yeah. I'm a veteran as well. I was Army. Um, oh wow, it just wouldn't be right if I didn't hack on the Marine Corps. It's a family tradition, literally. Yeah, what else have we got going on? Um, what would Ricky Bobby do? I'm probably joining either the Marines or the Army. Well, good for you, man. I'm sure your recruiter can help you out with your decisions based on your prior life experiences and your ASVAB score. But you never know, man. What is it, 77%? Yeah, 77% of all people that go to apply for active duty right now or for the military aren't qualified. Yeah, Gen Z is about as dumb as they come. Um, Imagine 77% of graduates from high school are not qualified. They either have legal trouble, some type of drug dependency, and the number one deal is they all have a bunch of mental health issues. Those three things right there. Yeah, they've either gotten some kind of go figure, huh? 77% of Gen Z is not qualified for the military. What a sad state of affairs this country is in based on those numbers alone. But yeah, with the number one thing being like they all got to have their trendy mental health disorder. They've all got to have ADD, ADHD, bipolar disorder. Yeah, they're all tweaking on something. I've got anxiety. Mainly off grid. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Oh, we got jokes this morning. Oh yeah, of course we do. Cannon. I got one just for you. Hold on a second. Um, we're gonna get a little bit religious here for a second. Where'd my knife go? Where'd who go? All right. So everybody's familiar with who God is, right? God, the Almighty, the Alpha and the Omega, the overseer of all. He sits up in heaven and watches over his we'll call them his children, right? Because we're all God's children, aren't we? So God's sitting up in heaven one day, looking down upon his creation, enjoying everything that he created. The vast oceans, the long, large, mountainous terrain, the plains, everything. God is just enjoying everything he created as he's looking down from heaven. And while he's enjoying his creation, God happens to run across a Zodiac assault raft heading up the river, not down the river, but up the river. And God's like, wow, my creations are just so powerful, so motivated, so dedicated. And so God's like, I'm going to take a better look at this. And God being God, he zooms in on it. And there's a Zodiac assault raft full of Army Rangers. And the Army Rangers are paddling upriver steadily, constantly, consistently, just paddling and chanting, Rangers, Rangers all the way. Rangers, Rangers lead the way. And God is completely impressed by this. He's like, wow, these guys are amazing. These Army Rangers here are paddling up the river, in unison as a team. This is outstanding stuff. He goes, maybe I made them a little too smart, a little too strong. I'm going to change this up a little bit just to see what happens because it's God being God, So God says, I'm going to take out half their brain and see what they do after this, right? So God being God just snaps his fingers and these Army Rangers lose half their brain, God thinking this is going to have an adverse effect on them. But God once again peers down at that Zodiac assault raft, and those Army Rangers are still paddling up the river. And they're still chanting, just moving right along rhythmically, Rangers, Rangers all the way. Rangers, Rangers lead the way. God now is like extremely impressed. He's like, wow, he took out half their brain. These guys are still working as a team. They're working together. And they're still navigating up this river, paddling. So God's like, let's make this a little more challenging. Let's go ahead and let's take out half of their remaining brain, right? So God's going to take out, they're already down to 50%. Now God's going to take out another 50% of that, leaving them with only 25% of their original brain capacity. So God being God snaps his fingers, and they're down to 25% of their brain, like half their remaining brain is gone. And God once again looks down at these Army Rangers, sees the Zodiac assault raft, and they're still paddling. Same rhythm, same pattern, same chant. Rangers, Rangers all the way. Rangers, Rangers lead the way. And God's like, wow, this is impressive. These guys are something special. They're, some next level, military assault guys, whatever we're going to call them. So God's like, all right, now for the final test. Like, this is impressive. They're down to 25% of their brain capacity. They're still paddling up the river, making way. So God's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take out the remaining 25% of their brain. I'm just going to take it all out. And now these Army Rangers will no longer have a brain. Let's see how they do then. So God being God snaps his fingers and takes out the remaining brains of these Army Rangers. And God once again looks down to see how his work is turning out. And he sees the same Zodiac assault raft going, but now the paddles are going 10 times faster. It's just like having 8 outboard motors, and the Zodiac assault raft is moving 10 times faster. And now they're more motivated, they're more dedicated, and they're making some weight like you just wouldn't believe it. But one thing has changed: the chant that they're singing is no longer Rangers, Rangers all the way, Rangers, Rangers lead the way. They're paddling like madmen singing from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. That's a little joke I heard at a family reunion, but that's for you, Cannon. The blue dog has got their behead. Proud those ones just don't use the brain they have. Oh, Ricochets. Hello, welcome to the chat. And then he's Democrats. Yeah, there's some jokes around here, but yeah. So, another day in paradise, living the dream. That's what we got going on. And of course, we're carrying our Spyderco Sage 5 CF. I swear the nose rings are attached to CNN. As a blue-haired Democrat, I find that as offensive. How do we get back on the blue-haired demon rats? I know they're everywhere, aren't they? They're multiplying. I think it's like gremlins or something. You know, if you feed a demon rat after midnight, they multiply. I thought this was a safe space. Oh, Gonzo, there you go, thinking again, man. I think, yeah, this is probably not a safe space. I mean, it might be. I mean, if it's a safe space, if you're not a thin-skinned, soy boy, whatever, then yeah, it's a safe place. But dye your hair brown and come back to reality. Yeah, nose ring theory though, that's proven true. Not just I don't know about the little side thing. I think there's been a couple of cute chicks that had that little side diamond thing that's kind of like, I don't know, but we got to how much is the delay here today, guys? What would Ricky Bobby do? Nose rings, the septum ring. Nose ring theory. It just seems that people with septum rings have a certain amount of mental displacement, or, they're detached from society. Guys, I have to say, I can't stop wanting to carry this XM24 Warney Skinny from Hinderer. And the new pocket fixed blade they released at Blade Show. They dropped a new fixed blade. Oh, I shouldn't be looking at that. Send me pictures, Nick. And then Mrs. B will attack you too. Pat sends me pictures of some nice knives. What do you guys do? The nose ring people usually are fucked. But theory and fact are two different things. Theory is not fact, though. Just so you know, theory actually means. Yeah. I'm familiar with the English language a little bit. I understand the difference between theory and fact. Or we could just call it a hypothesis, right? I mean, like, come on, dude. It's pretty awesome looking. Yeah. We're all struggling with the English language here. It's so tricky. It is kind of tricky though. Especially when people don't use proper punctuation and things like that. It gets a little more confusing. But hey, we're not going to split hairs here, are we? Right? It's usually the person that's defining something has like the worst grammar, the worst punctuation, stuff like that. Like you're gonna just because the chat viewers are stupid, I should go to bed. Oh, just because you're an asshat and people are making fun of you because you came in here being like some corrective tool Maybe you should go to bed, get some sleep, wake up in the morning, be a little bit nicer to people. Like, yeah, we understand the difference between a hypothesis or a theory and a fact. But yeah, if you're going to sit here and split hairs about stuff like that, how about you work on your punctuation? Get hooked on phonics, buddy. It makes a difference. But yeah, go to bed, get some sleep. We don't care. Oh, oh, he's going to be thinking about this one when his head hits the pillow. Oh, we hurt his fee-fees. Oh, his little feelings got up. I'm sure there's a cry closet there somewhere for you. Period. The fact is, this is not a safe space so far. Yeah, Gonzo's spot on. The fact is, this is not a safe space, so yeah. Leave your feelings at the door. Suck it up, buttercup. I only see one stupid person trying to come in all. Oh yeah. Well, punctuation is how we decipher how people say things. This is the only way to do it. And I thought hooked on phonics worked for me. Was that the trick cannon? Grammar Nazis. Ping his big feelings. Yeah. Yeah, if you came here with your feelings expecting to be coddled and nurtured and shit, you came to the wrong place there. Tough guys never give their address. Well, then give us your address then, tough guy. I'm just not stupid, idiot. Yeah, the problem is there's too many little Sally McSallys out there that'll swat somebody. They're not going to knock on the door and be like, "Come on outside, let's throw some knuckles." They're going to try to swat you. So don't go preaching in here or there. You obviously came into the wrong chat. How about you? I think there's some knitting shit going on someplace else, or maybe you could take your hand at cross stitching, or you can sit around in a care chat or something and talk about your feelings. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'd get popped. Yeah, there we go. What, you gonna sick one of your buddies on me? Have one of your little interweb friends there? Some cult guy. Is this a tabletop bushcraft flea market? Well, I don't know, man. With the way the economy is going, it might have to turn into one. I might have to start taking some bids on something. I got to learn how to do the auction voice, though. I live in Bristol, Tennessee. Come get some. I'm stream tough. Yeah, we're not surprised to see the trolls in here, the little gatekeepers, the people wanting to control what everybody does and says and thinks. Yeah. Go that's for somebody else, man. 117 Towel Road, Moody, Texas. On the wrong one. Yeah. Ping pang before you hate one Republicans, just remember who owns guns. Oh, but they want to take them all away. Part of their invasion. You know, the demon rats with the Islamics there. They want to take away your rights and everything. It's getting interesting, man. It's getting froggy. I think people are fixing to find out. I own more guns than any traitor Republican. Yeah. Yeah, diesel was $6 this AM in Connecticut. Brew gonna have to start selling some body parts. I know, right? It's yeah, oh wow, everybody's gonna be riding bicycles. I'm glad I was doing it before it was cool. It really is. I know, cons. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. Pingo, get some testosterone treatments. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm even missing comments, guys. Oh yeah, the trolls we've been hurting their feelings. They've been coming back in droves. They just they come in here trying to do stuff that makes sense, or Well, it makes sense to their crazy little mind. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It has been a lively chat, hasn't it, this morning? Yeah. We were trying to stick to jokes and fun and stuff, but hey, the trolls want to troll, so we're gonna stomp some troll skulls. Kirby's for all the trolls today. It's Sunday, right? Might as well. Kirby's for all the trolls. I think it was sitting in a museum in Tennessee. I bet it's pretty tough. I doubt it. I think that's the whole thing. Most of these too many soy burgers, man. Too many soy burgers going around nowadays. Some of these boys got more estrogen than they've got testosterone, and they come in here and we're gonna hurt your feelings, and then we just live rent free in their head. Just remember, snowflakes melt when the heat comes. But mainly, how are you doing, man? Do you have anything planned for today? You got you doing some log splitting, some anything? Making some boards, doing a little fishing, a little camping, a little hiking, a little bushcrafting. Do your Warncliffs? I've tried Warncliffs a couple of times. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind it like on an EDC folder or something, but yeah, not a huge fan of them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't know. Yeah, they were saying 1 to 3 inches of snow today here. So maybe we're gonna get rain instead, which I don't mind. You, I don't know. It's like if it snows, you get a free workout. If it rains, it just sucks. You don't have to shovel it though. I must not be getting all the comments anymore. Yeah, new house saying it's supposed to be 70 there. I wish it was 70. Joseph, I'm in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Not sure how to say that right anymore. Did a little too much traveling. But yeah, I'm up in New Hampshire. Yeah. The Sticks outdoors. Afternoon rebooted surges popping before the misspawns me. Sticks, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, fortunately, Mrs. B, she's at work today. She's back on schedule, so um, yeah. But if you've been pondering buying something, go for it. We totally support it. Like, yeah, you need a new knife or a new piece of gear. Absolutely. Yeah, there's some awesome snowmobiling trails here in New Hampshire, especially the more north you go. There's allegedly a trail that'll take you from like I want to say like Tilton area for sure. Maybe even a little bit south of Tilton. I've heard it goes as far down as Concord, but it'll go all the way up to the Canadian border there, Canada. What's it like to be an old man with? You're not even using English, guy. Yeah, the ping ping there. See, that's whole. I took the knife off the table. They don't have a. Oh, your knife is from Timu. Yeah, okay. You suck at life. Try again. That's why I'm starting to hate living here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's happening everywhere though. That's part of the like I don't know. What is it? Harp, right? Harp is how they control that. Nobody wants to play with me. I'm so lonely. Cannon, you'll be fine, man. That's what you got Mojo for. Mojo's there to keep you company. Nick, it's more the Second Amendment restrictions that have me wanting to go. Timu has the best stuff in my opinion. Right on, Gonzo. Yeah, so yeah, Gonzo's supporting Timu. They got the best gear. Absolutely. I'm gonna stick with buying American though. Just that's as much as I can. Like I don't mind buying other stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't mind. It's just man, I hate the Dragon Country. So someday I'll come out with that shirt. I love pooping on poo poo Chinese knives, or you know, we got to do, or at least I don't know. I got to come up with a sticker or something. Trish, good morning. Mo Patty EDC, how you doing, sunshine? Where you missed the cat part already. Well, we can do it again. There's plenty of time to hate on cats. But yeah, Trish, how are you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you. You got the standard riffraff going on in here this morning. You know, we're having good times. We're we're giving trolls Kirby's hypothetically. I bet you. I wonder if I don't know. Could you be saying that on YouTube? It's not okay to give trolls Kirby's, but I think that's the only way they'll learn. B&A come to Ohio, we are slowly doing away with all our restrictions. 2019, we got rid of almost all knife restrictions. 22. Yeah, but doesn't Ohio's got the infiltration going on too there from the Somali Islams. They're taking over there in Ohio too, aren't they? What I forget the city. Oh man. Oh, what city was it? I know it was like South Portland, Maine is an issue. Dearborn, Michigan, is that asshat still the mayor there? He should be deported. And yeah, and then we got the Epic City in Texas going up. Yeah, Texas, man, Texas. They put up 50 mosques in the last 48 months. No, last 24. Yeah, 24 months. Yeah, 50 mosques in 24 months, like two per month on average. Mosque, like, and then they want to take over and push the Sharia law stuff, and yeah, they do the terrorisms. New York needs to be like Arizona. We have more Guatemalans than anything else in my area. Uh, it's funny how the pigs don't eat pork. Yeah, isn't that? There's all kinds of stuff. Has anybody else seen that stuff, or are they just torturing me with it? But you can find like these Islamic what do they call imams or whatever? They're like some bishops or cardinals or they're priests and stuff. But they're all preaching about how they're going to take over the West and how they're doing it like using our own system. We're financing it of our own free. Like they're just oh, another Leering Center. Oh, what's the other one? Hospice care is another one. They like to set up a fake business and collect government money. Like there's got to be a certain percentage of the government that's complicit in this. The Guatemalans are very respectful though, and most are legal. Yeah, Cannon the Skinnies, man, they switched their occupation from piracy to government fraud. Well, that's all they did. That's why there's less pirates out there on the ocean now. All the Somalis are opening up Leering centers and hospice cares and feed the children stuff and all sponsored by Ilhan Omar. How she isn't like they should be like stripped of their wealth, like because they stole everything they have, like take everything they have and then deport, like and like worse than coach too, like put them in the cargo hold. They already infiltrated all our tobacco shops and gas stations in my area. Oh, Texas! Yo, you went to the Texas Blade show. Hopefully, you're having a good time. There's lots of knives there. Knives everywhere. Isn't Blade Show Atlanta coming up too? I'm ready to go home, Ocelot. Did have fun. Met a lot of people. Oh, you're in Texas now. That's awesome. Yeah, I've decided I can't go to Blade Show. I mean, I suppose I don't know. I don't know. I would. There's a couple people I'd like to punch in the mouth though. I don't think I can say that on YouTube. That's why I don't go to Blade Show. Can't wait to see what you picked up. Yeah, Trish, did you? Yeah, I guess we can't see it. Are any spoiler alerts or like should we be paying attention for anything? Did you get anything super sweet? I bet your knives are prettier than mine. You just said it. I did. I did say it, Gons. That's the whole thing. I guess I should think a little more before I speak. But yeah, there's a few choice people I know. I'd at least crop dust them. I'm pretty sure. Is that legal? Is crop dusting legal? Like, can you walk by and just here you go, save that for you? I know what's in her pocket. I mean, don't go to jail, but if you're going to go, at least have someone record it for us. I'm in fucking New Jersey. I can't get anything here. Yeah, New Jersey's tough, isn't it? I don't know. I've never. Well, the only place I've been to New Jersey, West Deptford. Well, there was another place I went to, but I don't even know where it is. We flew there from Pennsylvania. There was another drop zone. I could look it up, but yeah, we had to go help out another drop zone that was with some stuff. They ended up being like short staffed, and some of their staff was younger and newer. So yeah, we went up there and helped out. But New Jersey has amazing restaurants. The food almost makes it worth it. Yeah, but there's a lot of places that have good restaurants. I mean, geez. I picked up one knife for my son. The one I wanted was 1,200. 1,200 for a knife, Patty. What? Mo Patty, Trish. What knife? What knife were you looking at for 1,200? Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's true. Every place has got their own little, New York pizza versus Chicago pizza, the seafood in the Keys versus Maine. What else is what's New Hampshire got? We don't really have crap. I don't even like if somebody says a state of New Hampshire, what food do you think? Persevere. You could carry a katana here and an AR-15 in public and be perfectly. Oh, nice. Yeah, the whole thing is what's legal and what you can get away with nowadays are two totally different things. And I wouldn't want to go baiting people, you know? Like, yeah, I could walk down I could walk down any main street in the state of New Hampshire with an AR slung and a sidearm and a knife and all that, but I think yeah, I just think that people in New Hampshire would just be like, "Why are you doing that?" And then before you know it, you'd have the popo showing up, and they'd be like, "Why are you doing that?" So, yeah, Trish, yeah, that's be careful. That'll get you in trouble though. If you only buy USA made knives, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because It's not just that I only buy USA made knives. It's because I like pooping on Chinese knives. Your Chinesium sucks. Um, Sorry, I said it. Yeah, I know. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You don't have to like my opinion. You don't have to appreciate my opinion. And likewise, do what you want to do. In the end, it's your money. It's your payday. And it's your hobby satisfaction. But I will be collecting USA made knives and simultaneously pooping on poo poo Chinese knives. And that's just how I do it. That's my little signature effect there. That's right. God bless the First Amendment. There are Chinese motorcycles now. What who Chinese motorcycles? What's the brand? It's probably like CVV. No way I'm throwing my leg over whenever. I don't give a fuck when someone buys them for me, they can dictate. Until then, shut the fuck up. There, I said it. Exactly, Trish. Papa Rhino, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, shut the fuck up. The new Ducati. Oh, yeah, the Ducati's a great bike, man. Love the Ducatis. Yeah, what she said. Trish ain't messing around. This Trish, have you had your coffee yet, honey? Um, Mrs. B like that too when she doesn't get her coffee. I think there's even a possibility she might even hate the cat before she gets her coffee. Um, Not that she'd ever admit to it, but Ducati is fire. Trish, have you seen the Medford Nice bonfire? That's that's oh that's a banger there. Yeah, make sure you get a heavy duty belt. B&A's been sending me some pictures of that. The oh, and it was there was no foreplay. It was out of the sheath from the beginning. Yeah, the Medford Nice bonfire. That thing. Oh, yeah. It's gonna do some choppity chopping. It's definitely like in that category. But yeah, that's a picture Trish with a Medford Nice bonfire on her belt and cruising down the road on a Harley. Trish, one of us can somebody please DoorDash Trish some coffee. Gotta get it. Maybe the box of Joe or something from Dunkin' Donuts. Street Fighter V2 and a Pikes Peak Multistrada. Not at all jealous. Oh, that's the whole thing. Well, you could like strap it to your calf or something like that. That'd be pretty hot. Um, we've been on a roll all morning. It's been something interesting. We tried behaving. We really did. We went out of our way to behave. But of course, the trolls came in trolling, and I freaked them out this morning because normally they go right after the knives, right? But then I was like, hey, let's be smart. I'll take the knife out and see what they do. And then they just came in here. They were like, oh, we'll just say stupid stuff. Like they couldn't say, oh, you're nice from Timu or anything because I don't have a fixed blade or anything out, which I normally do. We've got this wasn't here. I got to get these things here, right? Okay, the Exotac X Reel. Grim Workshop makes those survival coin things, with pop out hooks and everything that goes inside here. I got to get those. That's going to be one of the next things I do. It's like having half the toy. You know what I mean? You just can't do it. It's like the person that remember those little electronic hand games. You went like your aunt's house, your uncle's, whatever, for Christmas, and they got you like one of those handheld games back in the day, and nobody has any like freaking AA batteries. Like that wasn't thought through at all. Like that's how I feel like this. It's like I've got the fishing kit, but there's no batteries. I need the fishing hooks and stuff. It came with a few things, but it's not the same. It's designed for the thing. We got to foreplay is fun. Or something to that effect. I always get them mixed up. It's Trump 2832. How you doing? I'm not sure if that's. I don't even know what to think. And this guy, this is still my pick one and run is still the tier one. We'll put that back in there. We'll see if it attracts the trolls. Big, small, I ride them all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go, Pat. Big, small, I ride them all. Even mopeds are fun to ride too. You just don't want your friends to see you doing it. Like moped can be a lot of fun. Timu knife. Old bikes are always so interesting to me. That's yeah, Timu. Oh, those guys are priceless. They really are. All right, I'll hop off the pack truck and hit the road. All right, hey Trish, be careful out there. Drive safely. Because there's all kinds of idiots that have auto. Some of them don't even qualify anymore. Did you see all those states that were passing out licenses to illegals and things like that? They were, yeah, that right there is like, come on now, enough is enough. But yeah, like giving CDL licenses to people that don't even like read or write English. Which, oh, you can't say that's like you have to be able to read the street signs and stuff. Am I right or am I right? Right. So they didn't take the test. They bought their CDLs. But yeah, Trish, be safe out there. We'll see you soon. I'm sure. I'll pop into one of the lives or something. If I ever come across a CR250R for sale, you better believe I'll try to buy out. An 87? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, there's nothing. I would get another pickup truck. I would get another Tacoma. Yeah, that's a pretty good buy. That if I had to pick like out of all the vehicles and everything, yeah, I would go to the Tacoma. I know where two are. Is that Nick? Is that one of those things you were driving as a kid? Actually, if I had to pick one set of wheels from my past, it would be does it as long as it doesn't have to have a motor. I'd have to say my favorite set of wheels all time is the Specialized S Works Epic. Yeah, buddy. That right. Oh, that thing was so much fun to ride. It was light. It was agile. Like you owned the bike. You were like you became one with the bike. Yeah. When I bought it, it was like $9,200. I think the same version now is like 13 or 14 grand. But yeah, when I bought my S Works bike, it was $9,200. The Specialized S Works Epic. Man, that oh boy, yeah. Um, Sorry guys, having a moment here. That was a bike. Um, but if it has to have a motor, I would say a Tacoma. I always rode a YZ growing up. Nick, I'm positive that's a battery. Oh yeah, Nick had a '94 Ranger. Yeah, I was into the full size pickups, but where I was, the place I was off road, it was northern New Hampshire. It was old logging roads, but a lot of the logging roads and everything were overgrown. So if you had a full size pickup, the whole time all you heard was branches scraping down the sides the whole time. But if you went down to a compact pickup or a smaller pickup like the Tacoma or a Ford Ranger or one of them, yeah, you could make the trails just fine. My '87 Ranger had over 900,000 miles with the original motor. That's insane, new house. Yeah, but aren't there? Isn't there like some Volkswagens and stuff? They'll hit like a million miles, over a million miles. Um, I don't know. Rangers are goaded. Yeah, and it's a disgrace what they're doing to the modern vehicles now. That yeah, you can't fix anything anymore because they broke everything. Um, did anybody else notice that? Like that? What do they call that? Pa. No, that's not it. But it's called So you can't fix it, man. It's like planned obsolescence, but worse. A right to repair thing or something like that. That's getting all infringed upon. Like that's why now you get in a little fender bender. They're like, oh, it's totaled because the amount of hours it takes to tear it apart. Like you can't even change your oil anymore. Like as of 2026, these new cars, it doesn't like it resets some sensor, and you got to go back to the factory and have them reset it, and they're charging people crazy money. Have no danger. It's a Ford fuck Ranger. Yeah, that's Ford stands for found on road dead. Yeah, some new cars don't even have a dipstick other than the driver. Yeah, no, and it's not like, yeah, good point. That's a valid point there, Pat. Not like these younger kids really know anything anymore either. Like they know how to change their oil or change a tire. They're just like, I'll call AAA, I'll call the mechanic. Um, yeah, yeah, fix or repair delay daily. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, Ford fix or repair daily. Um, will they hide the oil filters too? Yeah, I had a customized Tacoma back in the day, and it was pimp, man. It was the off road pimp mobile. And yeah, I kind of miss it. I kind of don't. But yeah, I like, yeah, I was young and dumb, and I just, yeah, I voided out every warranty for the truck within the first 6 months I owned it. Yeah, I'll never buy a new truck again, like a brand new one, and I'll never buy a black truck again because it doesn't matter how much you buff it, you're just putting more swirl marks in it. Um, I had a Subaru that actually had a filter not only for the oil, but it had one for the transmission too. It was pretty. Yeah, man. Oh, Subaru commercials, man. Those used to be the biggest joke around. Um, because they always, I don't know what it was with Subaru and rock climbing, but they pushed like a lot of rock climbing with the Subarus. And at the time, like they're pricey vehicles back then, even like $35,000, something like that. It's like all the hardcore rock climbers, they can't afford that kind of stuff back in the day. Like if you were a sponsored rock climber back in the day, it meant like you got 2 cases of Cliff Bars or something. Um, but yeah, most of the rock climbers are too busy rock climbing. They're driving like old Buick Skylarks and stuff. I know a guy. He's a friend of mine in North Conway, New Hampshire. We were rock climbing, and the Saco River there's this camping spot. Like you've got the cliff here, and then the road, and then there's like this little outcrop, and people used to go down there camping. You can get a few vehicles and everything in there. Well, we were rock climbing, and this flash flood came through, and this dude's he had a Buick Skylark that he was living out of, and rock climbing full time, and his car with everything in it got like washed away by the river. Um, yeah, I was like, well, dude, you can. I let him stay at my house for a while and use the phone, and this is prior to like cell phones being super popular, but yeah, man. Ain't no dedicated rock climber driving no 30, 40 thousand dollar vehicle. They got like, they got $5,000 worth of rock climbing gear that they put into a $500 car. My Tundra was built in Texas. The Tundras, I've been looking at those too, Pat. The Toyota Tundra. I'd kind of like to do a drive, like drive a newer Tacoma, not new, but and then drive an equivalent year Tundra, and then see how I feel about it. They're all fantastic, especially if you live where it snows. But yeah, Boondock, how you doing, man? The Tundra is absolutely the best truck money can buy. Yeah, I would believe that, Nick. Does that hold true today though? Like, what's the 2026 deal? Like, what's going on with 2026? I don't know. I wouldn't buy a newer vehicle. And didn't they pass that law now? They can put a kill switch in your vehicle so they can remotely like shut your engine off and stuff. I thought about buying a Tundra. I'm currently driving and enjoying my Camry. I think that's what Mrs. Bushcraft drives. It's purple though. It's purplish. But Trevor Thomas, welcome to the chat, my man. How you doing? Always a pleasure to see you. Hail Slayer, those Tundras get to 90 fast as fuck. Tundra smokes it easy though. Had the first edition Tundra 2000, great truck. Yeah, I've got to buy another bike first. Yeah, that's a good point. Um, yeah, man, great mileage. Man, I need to like The gas tank's a little full, you know. I need to be burning off some of that. Squat Shot, good morning, man. How you doing? Another day in paradise. How's your day off going, Leon? Yeah, pre 2018. I've heard a lot of people like, yeah, they're all saying go like 8 to 10 years back on everything. Like, yeah, they made it so you can't fix stuff or it's almost impossible to fix, and which is crazy because I guess Ford has made their vehicle so difficult to work on that even the mechanics don't like working on them, and that's why it takes forever to get anything warranted through Ford because nobody wants to work for them, like mechanic wise. Traded two. Now I'm looking for a 70s GMC. They just get terrible miles per gallon. Be okay if I didn't out barbed fish hook through my pouch holding finger last night. Yeah, yeah, Leon, I would recommend against doing that. Yeah, fishing hooks in the finger. Yeah. Dude, I did that on my left thumb and I was using bait casters. Yeah, I hooked my left thumb and then I could I had to learn how to use a bait caster righty because my left hand wasn't. Dude, my thumb was just on fire. It was like turning into Hamburg. I love seeing an old work truck still making money. I went Marty McFly. Yeah, Marty McFly. There we go. Um, dude, that was the thing. Yeah, Back to the Future. Um, yeah, who would have known, right? Yeah. So who else, man? Chuck Norris actually passed away recently, and as well, I forget the woman's name, but Daisy Dukes. You know the Dukes of Hazard, Daisy Dukes, that woman that made Daisy Dukes popular. That's why they're called that. She passed away on March 18th. Is if I recall. Like, yo, it's been a bad week. Yeah, Catherine Bach. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like, come on, man. We all grew up watching that. Um, yeah, that was the two coolest things I ever got out of the Dukes of Hazard was the compound bow and Daisy Dukes. Like, but then you learn that the kind of girl that wears Daisy Dukes like that, she's not the kind you bring home to meet your grandmother, your mother. You know, but they sure are fun to party with on the weekend. Oh, Forerunners are good too, yeah, Nick. Gonzo getting jiggy with it playing. um, yeah, what else has gone on like that this week? I know, right? You got to wonder, like, yeah, what's Chuck Norris doing now? I wonder if he took over. Well, I wonder if he went upstairs or downstairs. You know what I mean? Like, did he take over heaven or did he take over hell? Whichever way. Maybe he took over both. He's hanging out in the middle. He's like, look, enough of this crap. Sure are done a contract in STD. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you haven't been living unless you've caught an STD from a girl wearing Daisy Dukes. Yeah, yeah. You don't know what living's all about. Um, Chuck's hitting Catherine, dude. That's probably, yeah. Maybe Chuck Norris and Catherine went out for a little date or something. Yeah, that's. Yeah, Chuck is with Bruce Lee again. I've talked Marissa into letting me buy a 3 foot tall, 2 foot wide 3D printer. What did that cost you? Be honest, Newhouse. Like, how'd you talk her into it? You had to bribe her with something. What are you gonna like detail her car and get her new seat covers or something? Or you getting her a new lithium battery? Now she can be up for 10 hours at a time instead of six. Been sharpening my axes. If you use a drywall pad and a sandpaper, it makes a convex edge called the rooster method. Oh, you know what else works good too? B&A. I gotta get another one. These 5M. This is a spongy. Sanding block thing. They have all different grits. What is this one? Yeah, this is one side is 120, the top side is 120, the bottom side is 180. It comes in all different grits though, but it's like a soft spongy, one of those. You sand entire homes with those? Yeah. I used to get them a lot for painting. Cut my hand with a 7 pound maul yesterday. Cut me clean and deep. Yeah, super glue does work, man. In gymnastics, we used to get like flappers from doing the high bar. You'd get calluses, and then the callus would tear. And the best way to fix it was, yeah, you push it back down. You put a little super glue, then push it back down, super glue around it, and then sand off any excess super glue once it's dried. Used to tear my hands up rock climbing, do the same thing. Yeah, convex grinds are great. Um, yeah, especially if you're doing any type of splitting work or anything like that. That's why people are like, why would you have more than one type of knife or something? Well, I got one big beast of a knife with a convex grind that's great for batoning and chopping and things like that. And then yeah, something smaller, a little slicier. Yeah, I like using plumber sandpaper because it's cheaper and lasts longer and one comes on a huge roll. Yeah, emery cloth. Yeah, that stuff's the bomb too. Should put some of that in your kit. Um, Convex on an X. Yeah, I've got my Phobos Tier 1C is a convex grind, my custom one. Yeah, this one is a convex grind. It's kind of hard to tell on here though, isn't it? But yeah, definitely I dig the I lose a little roll, then find out where it doesn't need it again. What else can you collect? Corvette, Porsche, nicer, better than ball cards, or Yeah, the Pokemon BS, right? Like man, I've seen. What was it like 14 or 15 thousand dollars? Somebody was willing to pay for a little piece of cardboard. But here's a little advice, guys. Whenever you find a short like that or something, some ridiculous thing, right? Like this is my Mrs. Bushcraft's not in the chat, right? Um, I'll find something like that, like some dumbass paying 14 grand for a Pokemon card, and they're all excited about it. I'll show Mrs. B. I'll be like, look at this, isn't that awesome? Like, look at this hobby, like Pokemon cards. One card, $14,000 for like a 2.25 inch by 3 inch piece of cardboard. Yeah, $14,000. It's making that $500 knife that BA sent me a picture of. That's more reasonable, right? Um, Kane Miranda, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, who else? Who are we enabling earlier? Somebody. But yeah, I think that's a good tactic. Find some ridiculous hobby, or I'll even find like DBK did one. What's that? Oh, they got like a $4,000 knife. Like it's like a this bushcraft knife. Who is it? Rockwell or something? Like $4,000 for one knife. I show him his bushcraft that. I'm like, look, that's $4,000 for one knife. If I buy the entire set of Phobos knives, that's only like 2 grand. So look, I'm getting 5 knives that for half the money. Um, my kids begged me for these at the beginning of COVID, and they got bored of it in a few weeks, sold all the cards, and made thousands. That's awesome. At least somebody made out from it. Um, Yeah, I just don't understand. I've never been a card collector. You know what's worth bank too? If you had any from back in the day, Gen X guys, if you got those garbage pail kids, remember they were kind of like mocking the cabbage pail kids or cabbage patch kids. Yeah, garbage pail kids. Those are apparently worth some bank. Like my childhood would be worth money. Like I had GI Joes and Transformers. I had Mask. Remember them? They had those special helmets that gave them like superpowers and stuff. Yeah, with a flying Camaro. Yeah, man, Transformers, all that He-Man, all that stuff's worth bank now. People are collecting that like crazy. And my parents tossed it all. Like, yeah, once I got older, yeah, they threw it all away. I started a coin collection for my daughter right on. Boondock, New Hampshire. Yeah, that's the way to go. Like, I think a lot of things are long-term investments. Like, I think too many people are trying to like flip things. The reselling thing is not helping our economy. And now all the places that were supposed to help people are now they're charging like higher than retail. Like I've seen some of those videos too, where somebody goes into like Goodwill or something, and they're selling a candle for $5. That was $1.96 brand new. um, I have 50 Tonkas, like 11. Well, yeah, Ryan, that's got to be worth some coin. Yeah, Tonka trucks. So that's back when they were all metal and stuff, right? I had a bell collection at one point. I collected my court papers from 14 to 51, opening bid 10K. Had pics of me opening stairways, Star Wars toys in the early 80s. Worth, yeah. Yeah, man, Star Wars toys, man. I had a bunch of those. Not as much. I think the most I had was G.I. Joe. I had the aircraft carrier. Man, yeah, I had a ton of G.I. Joe stuff. I had some Star Wars. I had some of the common stuff, but I wasn't too into it. Um, Zippos, man, and now they've got the new inserts. Dude, I've been checking out see this is why Therm. This company that makes battery cases and stuff. They've got a Zippo case that's I'm pretty sure it's like airtight, so it does the fuel won't evaporate. That's my biggest problem with Zippos. You fill it up, by the time you go to use it, all the fuel's evaporated. Zippo, King of New York. And rocks in every room of the house. The ones that had separate trailers, I love rocks, actually. Geology rocks. There you go with the geek humor there being a geology. Oh, there's a great scene in The Big Bang Theory where they're hacking on the geologist guy. But no, geology does rock. I know a little bit about it, not too much. What I know about um, geology in that aspect is like like for rock climbing, like is it sketchy sandstone? Is it solid granite? Is it fractured granite? Is it an exfoliating cliff? Because those are really dangerous to be climbing on. Um, oh yeah, B&A, that's awesome, dude. Um, Hey, that's like doing paracord though. Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, doing geology, going out like mining different gems and crystals and rocks and stuff. And eventually, at some point, you got to gift them. Otherwise, you just end up with way too much. The same is true like when you start the paracord hobby. Like you'll start tying a couple of bracelets or something, then this, then that, and you're like, oh, I wonder if I can make a monkey's fist. Then you make a few different ones, and before you know it, you got a ton of stuff. So you're like, oh man, I'm gonna just give this stuff away, and yeah, you gift it to a bunch of people, so it doesn't. It's a nice way to cover up the habit. Um, Still have some gem quality pieces. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, cherry pick it, and yeah, cherry pick it. That's what I would do. And then I've still got those crystals that you sent me as well, Pat. Oh, the glow in the dark ones, like the legitimate glow, where they do the black light or something. Did I, Oh, yeah. We can do this. Yeah, I keep them, yeah, these are some of the ones that, Pat sent me. B&A. These are lucky crystals, he says. This is the biggest one. I want some. Maybe it's gotten better. I'm not sure, but the one I got was junk. Sad I got my bail out of M4 instead of Magna Cut. Yeah, Trevor, definitely. Yeah, Magna Cut for the win. I'm constantly oiling it, afraid it's gonna rust. That is one of the perks I like to the modern super. That's why I'm into like PVD and DLC and Cerakote. Man, I hate high maintenance. Like I don't I did maintenance on gear my entire life and kind of burnt out. So the less maintenance there is, the happier I am. So yeah, that's why I'm all about like DLC and PVD coatings and Cerakote and stainless steels and double up on your protection. Can you smoke them? I like MC, but I like M4 more. M4 needs to be coated, in my opinion. But yeah, I keep those safely put away, my man. And Pat told me they were good luck. I think I used that up. I got to get them recharged. If Magna Cut was so good, why did they come out with Magna Max? I have all mine still put in boxes wrapped in newspaper. Yeah, I think that's the same thing. Like, why do they come out with so many categories of knives? Like, why is it a bushcraft knife, a survival knife, a hunting knife, a camping knife, an EDC knife, a blah? Like, the knife is for whatever the hell you want it for. All the titles are just marketing and yeah, just marketing. Like if you want to be part of the bushcraft community, you're gonna get a knife labeled as a bushcraft knife. If you want to be one of the cool EDC kids, you're going to get the best budget banger EDC pocket knife, and that's the way it's going to be advertised. It's a marketing advertisement. Like I mean, I understand there's definitely a difference in knives, but I think that you know, let the user determine its actual use. I think yeah, so much has to do with just marketing. Like yeah, they're going to change something by like 0.02%, and then it's going to come from they're going to call it from I don't know mega super steel to mega fabulous super steel, and it's like a 0.02% difference. But everybody who, those that want to keep up with the Joneses and need the latest and greatest and stuff, yeah, they're gonna buy the next edition because it's, level 3 body armor. I like a forest patina on some knives. Well, yeah, Nick, I think yeah, because people will never be happy, and I think to a certain degree, like that's evolution. Like if people settled way more often, I don't think evolution would happen as quickly. I think that's how humans got bigger and better and made better tools, was because yeah, everybody wanted to continue making something better. I think it's human nature, but as a consumer, there's got to be some point. My K-Bar 1095 of Force Patina is necessary. I'm keeping up with Alex Jones. You have a 1,000 YouTubers telling you the new thing is always better. Yeah, that's Gonzo. That's why I'm here. I'm here telling you it isn't. Like, just buy the shit you really need, you know? Like, buy what's current, buy what's, just, yeah. I mean, unless you want to buy more, do what you want to do. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not an over consumerist, really, believe it or I've got all this shit out here. I'm like, I'm not an over consumerist. I'm really not. Like, I kind of have what I need across the board, like the right tool for the right job type thing. Gonzo, the bill at M4 is coated, but the edge is exposed. People are itching now after viewing those crystals. Oh, what I want to get a little vial, and man, I want to go painting for gold. Painting for, you know what I mean? Like, just get, like the old school, go painting for gold, like 1800 style or something. And I just want to get enough gold out of the ground I can put some in a little vial, like it just that's, like, just to say I've done that. I don't know why. They all have their place. Oh yeah, Gonzo, I'm a total gear snob. I'm not gonna lie for a second, man. I'm just like, keep the pocket trash away from me. Keep the budget deals, I don't want any of that crap. I'll never buy another plastic match case in my life. I've broken a few. Um, but see, now that's where I didn't start off as a steel snob. I started off with like, oh, I'll buy something within my budget, within my comfort range. I'm not some Navy SEAL or Green Beret. I don't need a super duper knife. I just need, a nice knife that's gonna handle stuff. But after you've broken a few knives in your life, then you're like, well, why my knife? I didn't see a knife breaking. Like, you think steel's strong, it shouldn't matter. But then you start to learn a little bit about metallurgy and how things work, and the difference between buying some Dragon Country import. Whoever makes it SOG specifically sucks. I broke many of their knives. And then I got into better knives, and I'm like, wow, the knife doesn't break anymore, and wow, the coating doesn't wear off 3 times after I've used it or something. So I got more into it as I progressed. Like, I was looking for more demanding stuff. I like having a variety of steel to choose from or to test. Yeah, that's the way it was for me too, Nick. But yeah, the steel was the last thing I looked at. I looked at kind of like, overall blade length and comfort of grip. That was kind of like my shopping parameters for a knife. Wow, for most of probably like half my life, and then like I said, I got sick of breaking knives. Like, I got into those SOG seal knives, man, and I went through all three of them, and each of them was over $100 a piece. So by the time I was done, I spent well over $300. Not to mention the inconvenience of when they broke, not to mention the inconvenience of having to go out and find another one. Um, so yeah, and when you look at that, you're like, well, I just should have bought a $300 knife that's not going to break in the first place, and that's eventually what I ended up doing. Yeah, I just don't need to always have super steel. See, what I'll do is, like, when I'm on the market for something, like if I were gonna buy a knife today, I would want like the best of what technology has to offer for the parameters in which I need to use it. That's how I would go about doing that. So depending on what its use is, this is going to depend on, like the overall size, everything like that. And I'm going to buy the very best that I can find at a reasonable deal. I'm not going to buy some Gucci. I won't pay any Gucci tax. I'm all about the depreciating return. Like, there's a maximum amount of craftsmanship and materials that you can get for your money, and beyond that, you're paying the Gucci tax. So I try to find that fine line where I'm getting the maximum amount for my money without paying for just somebody's brand name or something like that. Um, Desert Driven, you're back. How's it going, man? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're still here. We're having a good time. We've been trolling the trolls a little bit this morning. geeking out on some gear, having a good time. How are you doing, Desert Driven? Still enjoying your move, hopefully? You must be. I'm sure it's better than California. They're trying to pass that law where you don't need an ID to vote. Man, that's a whole lot of stupid going on there with Governor Newscomb. What an asshat he is, right? Let's say that one. In the apocalypse, my belt's gonna be full of knives. Make Rambo look like he pisses it sitting down. Oh yeah, it looked more like who's got a bunch of knives. Wasn't Blade? Blade was yeah, there you go. That's why his name was Blade. He got the sword and the knives and the throwy spiky things. The only thing he didn't have was some shuriken. What the? We're gonna have shuriken on this channel. How to apply shuriken to your bushcrafting experience. Burning Stable Forge made a forged Rambo knife. It's badass. Doing amazing. Smoke some beef ribs. Oh, delicious. Yeah. It's, hey, Desert Driven. I'm not sure if you knew it or not, but I'm pretty sure it's Ramadan, man. I don't think you should be cooking the beef. I'm just saying, in my opinion. Throw some pork ribs on there, man, for the experience. Where did I get that knife? The one knife? I got it direct from Phobos Knives for operators by operators. Hail Slayer Rambo also had guns. He did, yeah. In fact, wasn't it Rambozo made popular the hip shooting twin M60s, right? I could see Cannon doing that. I could see Cannon hip shooting a couple of 60s, like, hey guys, hold my beer, watch this. Don't have any forge blades yet. Who's that? Oh, but yeah, Burning Stables. Yeah, the I haven't had a forged blade either. I have a forged axe head. The Granford's Brooks, they're the hatchet and axe heads and stuff. Those are all hand forged. Fucking Pumas in my Siberian Skinner. That's a fucking sword. German Wehrmacht steel. Yeah, so what's everybody got planned today? Anybody got anything exciting going on? Anybody doing any hiking, biking, cycling? What else? Fishing, camping, bushcrafting, little hike in the woods, little nature walk, little stroll, maybe take the missus out. I don't know. Mrs. B's at work. I don't know what time she's getting home. She gets out of work at one time, but then she doesn't show up till another time or so. It depends on what's going on. That's one of the downsides to what she does. Yeah, so I gotta get the other thing I still gotta get is the other trend card. I gotta get the 601,000 grit, the trend diamond sharpeners. What could possibly go wrong? Gotta clean my gear in Duty Glock 17. Other than that, I'm not sure. That's man. Cleaning gear is just it's part of it. Doesn't matter what you do, you're cleaning gear. You go rock climbing, you're cleaning gear afterwards. Go to the shooting range. Yeah, cleaning some of the pews. Yeah, you go scuba diving. You got to wash the salt water off. PBR Street Gang. Piling wood. Maybe take a hike if it stops raining. Yeah, it hasn't started raining here yet, so I'd imagine it's going to start eventually. But they were saying 1 to 3 inches of snow. I don't know about that one. Like I said, I'm hoping it kind of just rains, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Who else? Yeah. Newhouse Lock and Key. He's doing a live tonight. I'm pretty sure either 7:30 or 8:30. If you guys get a chance to catch that, it's some entertaining stuff over there as well. I got to get some lockpicking stuff too, guys. Yeah, that's why the PO box is sounding less and less appealing. Like $216 would pay for quite a bit that I need to do. But hey, I'm getting paid from YouTube again. I'm getting another movie check. Yeah, this movie check is legendary. 114.99. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we're rolling in. We're high rollers here now. We're officially a super YouTube channel. Pal, what do you mean go whale? Dude, it's my channel. I'm staying. Um, Woke up to over a foot the other morning. I was pissed. I put the shovels in the snowblower. You had that one coming to you, Pat. You jinxed yourself, man. Um, Iowa hit 91 degrees yesterday, first time in over 150 years. It hit that temp in March. Am I not getting I must not be getting all the chats. There's got to be some chats missing. Some things just aren't making sense. But yeah, Iowa hit 91 degrees. What the hell is wrong with New Hampshire? Yesterday, I think it was like 46 or 47, like half the temperature. New Hampshire sucks like that. Like we get caught in this like little trifecta of like weather patterns, and that's why the weather in New Hampshire sucks so bad. Um, yeah, like, that's why people on Mount Washington, you can be hiking Mount Washington in July, and get above the tree line. It's gonna go from bright and sunny to snowing sideways in like 5 minutes. But you got a Ford with 900,000 miles on the fucking thing. Yeah, these temps are insane right now. It was in the low 20s a few nights ago. Now we're hitting the mid 20s. I bet you got a Ford with 900,000. Today is looking like 56 to 34 degrees. Yeah, it's the weather's been. I don't know, man. They must be running new software on the harp. Yeah, harp's got new software. They're testing it out. That's got to be the only thing. No, I have a Camry. I do. I think that's a Toyota, right? Toyota Camry. It's maybe that's what Mrs. Bushcraft drives. I don't know. It's like this purplish color though. What could possibly go wrong, right? What would Ricky Bobby do? Um, yeah, we'll keep it rolling. So yeah, I don't know what the plan is. I got a few things going on. I don't know what. Yeah, I've been going back and forth just trying to figure out like, oh, how do we make this work on a budget? Yeah, we gotta increase the budget. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I wouldn't take a motherfucking Ford as a gift. My ex do both boys. Yeah, exactly. Fords and X's. if Dude, okay, I know a guy he wow. How do you say this without sounding like an idiot? The guy was married 5 times, and his fifth wife was also his first wife. Like, dude, you didn't like why would you do and yeah, and I knew the guy for a lot of years. And I'm not sure how that yeah, that's just crazy stuff. Like, at that point, like don't come crying to me, man. You've earned your misery. Like Ricky Bobby won't know what to do with his hands. I wouldn't take yeah, that's about the like yeah, and then the guys that go back to their ex, like that's why if you ever have an argument with your old lady, don't go to the bonfire and sit there and talk piss about her for the next freaking 6 hours, like having everybody like, oh, it's a pity party. It's yeah, she's evil, she's a wench. Blah blah blah, and then you get back together with her again on the next day, and then you bring her to the bonfire, and it's all awkward because dude just said all this like you spent 6 hours talking trash about that woman last night. And here you are loving up on her again tonight. Like, dude, come on, man. Yeah, I don't have a lot of um, Repeat the same thing, expecting different results. Insanity and ignorant. Exactly. Yeah. Heck, I wouldn't know what to do with my hands either if I was interviewed on live TV. That's what, dude. It's a thing. Like, what do you do with your hands? That's a valid point. Um, yeah, I was doing that. I was trying to do a couple of videos a while ago, and it was like, hi guy, like hi. What do you do with? I don't even know. I'm not sure. Why are you crying first thing when I get here? Hey, now I will build a Ford for a desert truck all day, but Chevys will own the streets. Why are you crying first thing when I get here? We're Eric Tucker. We're welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're just it's that part of the live. It goes through phases. We're at the bitch and moan, crying. Woe is me. Pack your bags. We're going on a guilt trip. Got a one-way ticket to a pity party. Come on now. No, we don't do that, do we? No, of course not. Married 5 times. I'm fucking 51, and I'm married to myself this day. The fucking yeah. Hey, that's why, man. Oh wow, there's a lot of crazy women out there. Even the women know they're crazy now. Like Mrs. Bushcraft, she knows she's just as crazy as the rest of them. But at least she's aware that she's crazy. You know, it's kind of like why try to understand women? Like women understand other women and they hate each other. So, yeah, this Western women thing, the entitlement, the whole like, yeah, it's like way out of control. I don't, yeah, if there's only a small percentage like that are even tolerable anymore. Like, and I could never understand why, like why men in their 40s date like younger women like in their early 20s or something. I've had plenty of conversations with girls that age. I can barely have a conversation with them. I'm just like, why do I don't understand that. Like, there's just a whole new level of stupid going on in the world. Or like, I don't know. Am I that detached or something? I don't know. I need to test these metal Glock mags from McKeer sometime. There you go, Gonzo. There's now you've got purpose for today. Testing Glock mags, not a bad way to spend your Sunday, dude. They're not talking. Gonzo, from personal experience, Glocks do the best with factory mags. I think most things do that. Most things are good, that, like with the original factory, like Beretta with Beretta mags, Glock with Glock mags, Sony Mini DV. If you try using a different brand, even premium quality, top of the line, like we had all kinds of problems with Mini DV recorders, cameras. Yeah, like they'll only take Sony. So I have no doubt that's built right into it, like the iPhone, that silly little plug, the lightning plug, right? Yeah, an excuse to charge you $30 or $40 for the cable instead of 5 or 10 because it's proprietary, and I don't know, it's just goofy stuff like that. Gonzo, I checked out the 15 round metal mags from Shield Arms on my Glock 48 and was disappointed. Get them from my Ruger XRM. Man, some of the mags you need that tool to load them. Can't even push them down, them 3D printed things. I've never gone down the 3D printed mag thing. I've in fact I've only used like P mags a couple times, like the mag pull, the plastic ones. Yeah, I like metal stuff. Like yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of plastic. I don't know why. I don't know. Plastic pew pews are not for this guy. I get it. They might be a little lighter. They're trendy, You can get them in trendy colors, but I'm not on even like my slingshot, right? Like I've got the Scout LT2 Pro. I love this thing. The only thing wrong with it, I know it's some kind of polycarbonate and super duper whatever. We get that. But somebody's squeaky dog. Sounds like a corgi out there. But I want the metal one. They have like a CNC milled aluminum one that I want to get because I like the metal stuff. Rob, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Rob's Knives, always a pleasure to see you. How goes it? Was scrolling and saw an RC playing with an RC skydiver that you control too. Dude, that's what I used to call my students. I used to call that playing RC skydiver. Verbal commands. Because we would put them on radio. They'd have a radio attached to their helmet, And for their first couple of jumps until they're comfortable, until they're experienced enough, we'll guide them down, we'll tell them, give us a right-hand turn 90 degrees, so on and so forth. But I used to be like, "Oh, I'm playing RC skydiver," because I'd be out there on the radio. I'd be like, "All right, now like put your foot in the right toggle and stand up, man." And you just yeah, playing RC skydiver is fun. And yeah, oh yeah, good times. But that would be cool to get a man, we worked on some motor turning skills. Like using a gyro, not a gyro. Anyhow, yeah, on quads. Yeah, we're working on this military insertion method with putting a flyable canopy on a quad and driving the quad out the back of a tailgater. And then you deploy that big old main parachute, which is, like 900,000 square foot parachute. And trying to land a quad. That fucker won't jam either or Russ. The factory mags for my Kimber 1911 are trash. The Met Guard run flawless. Doing an American only carry today. It's pretty sweet. Oh, nice, Rob. What are you carrying? Cons, I want a $2,000 nuts. Conzo calling us nuts is funny as hell. I think everybody in here has just at least a touch of crazy in them. Some more than others, but hey, I'm pretty good at identifying crazy. But not crazy in like a derogatory way, like not like crazy like you're gonna go off the neighbors and bury them in the backyard kind of crazy. I mean like crazy like it's gonna take something crazy to have some fun today. Like people that just step away from normalcy, if you know what I mean. Spider Coke Para 3 and my Leatherman Fuse. Leatherman Fuse, which one is that? I don't even know which one that is. Is that the OTF one? We all have a few screws. I know, yeah, we've all got a few screws loose, and now, like all of us are like know how to use a screwdriver, but nobody's trying to tighten those screws back up. We're just enjoying the ride. I'm a whack nut walking in a circle. Not me, I'm mentally sound. Yeah, 100% B&A. B&A is the only sane one here. Yeah, I highly doubt it. But it's cool. You tell yourself whatever you have to. I totally support you, man. If you want to believe you're mentally sound, the only mentally sound one here, then we'll all support you in that endeavor. Like, sometimes you gotta support your friends when they're living on hopium. B&A, you might be the odd one out. Protect Strider PT Plus Sig P226 Legion is my carry today. Nice, Gons, yeah. And you're gonna get to the range today. Yeah, let us know how those Glock mags go, man. What could possibly go wrong, right? Said Ricky Bobby. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I got to start doing some more content, the shorts and stuff, I guess. And yeah, we're working towards the other thing. In fact, I gotta get back in touch with Boondock, New Hampshire, mainly off grid. Got to start working on my networking a little bit more, get a little bit more done. But yeah, things are working out. Things are working out well, slowly but surely. As long as it's on. Yeah, isn't the 320, the SIG 320, that's the one that's just randomly popping off that SIG says, oh no, operator error every time, but it clearly isn't. Oh, Jesus, that time. Finish the coffee. I gotta grab one. You know what time it is. Oh yeah, this live has not been sponsored by Monster Energy drinks. We gotta pay for this shit out of our own pocket. But hey, man, the taste of a new generation, Monster Energy, the energy drink for the elite. And yeah, hear that? That's ASMR for the best damn drink ever, right? Big Chef Guy, good morning, good morning. Alabama Ethan, good morning. Yeah, the fuse is a smaller pliers based multi-tool, and the tools are on the inside of the handle, not the outside like modern day one. Oh, so that one's been around for a while. It's like a discontinued one. I don't know why Leatherman discontinues so much stuff. Like, yeah. Never a 320, but 365, 229, nothing. What is the green thing? Alabama East. The green thing is a, well, there's a couple of green things. This green thing, this green thing, that green thing, that green thing. They're all debatably green, though. Different shades of green. They varied greatly in its greenness. Where's my other green thing? This is a Simple Shot Scout LT2 slingshot. I don't have the bands on there, but it's a slingshot. It does slingshot stuff. You'll shoot your eye out. I really like it so much. It's very handy. Oh, it came out in 2004. Well, yeah, I was skydiving. Yeah, if it wasn't in the Paragear catalog, I didn't know too much about it. What would Ricky Bobby do? Yeah, anybody else here do the slingshotting? I really like it so much; it's very handy. Yeah, actually, guys, yeah, we're definitely over the 2 hour mark now, so we're gonna wrap this one up. I want to thank everybody for hanging out this morning. We'll be doing some more lives this week as well. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Hopefully, you laughed a little or learned a little, maybe a little of both. But yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really schedule anything for during the week. We kind of wing it depending on availability and stuff. But yeah, hey, hopefully everybody had a good time. Be careful out there, guys. Try to stay positive, stay alert, stay alive, keep your head on a swivel, stay frosty, and we will see you on the next one, guys.